It's your bodies, love you and I. Hey y'all. My name is Ashley-Nicole Phillips, and you are tuned into Kingdom Things Podcast with myself, Ashley-Nicole Phillips. Within cameras over here, within Kingdom Things Podcast, I channel energies and messages from the oneness of all things, for my Akashic record or my soul, in order to assist with the evolution, the rapid expansion of our consciousness that we're currently undergoing as the human species of galactic creation, as well as the human being, us, of planet Earth. Within Kingdom Things Podcast, you'll find the channel messages in many formats, including the audio clip style, where I'm channeling nonetheless, but it's amalgamated clips from, as I live life. I channel downloads that I get. That's the audio clip style Kingdom Things Podcast. We have the lecture style, which is much like this, where this would be a Kingdom Things Podcast meetup. Kingdom Things Podcast meetups, let me slow down. I traditionally transcendentally channel beings, energy, spaces from the oneness of all things, as these beings, energies, and spaces are helping us, extending a helping hand, helping energies, helping messages to assist with the human evolution, rapid evolution into a heightened awareness of self. Let me plug in my phone. Give me 1 second, y'all. Into a heightened awareness of self. You've seen the title. This will be a 3-part video clip. I don't want to put everything together, as there are going to be sensitive topics spoken about. So I thought it would be just in good faith, good taste to break up to do 3 different segments. They are heavy topics, heavily, inundated. Baby, this is human culture. This is human culture. The good thing about this time, as we're awakening in mass, is where our souls are activating. Our souls are coming online. Our genome is activating. Our DNA is coming online, where we get to utilize our soul wisdom that extends way beyond our previous understandings of reality, in order to bring in our soul wisdoms to evolve human culture, ourselves, our reality into divine alignment. Which brings me to the Kingdom Things Podcast 2033 prophecy. By the year 2033, the Most High says, the Divine says, the Most High Black Creator Energy says, we will be in the consciousness evolution expansion states, to understand that we are a human being of planet Earth with no disease, no death, no war, no famine, no poverty, world peace. As disease, death, war, famine, poverty were all manifestations of our gestational phase, or the makings of us. The makings of us in which we don't want to throw away or turn a blind eye to, because it would have kept us perpetuating old cycles. We graduated. We've chosen on the soul level to graduate. So we're no longer turning a blind eye. Everything in our reality, universal principle of correspondence, as below, so above, everything in our reality is a projection of what we hold on the inside. Reality is a classroom to grow and evolve our awareness of self, or God, or the oneness of all things, or our soul, or ourselves. As our soul, self, God, the oneness of all things, the Most High, truly have 0 degrees of separation. So as we become inquisitive about ourselves in the way that we pray, meditate with ourselves, which brings me to the Kingdom Things Podcast, call to action. Sit with yourself for at least 30 minutes a day, every day, to ask your soul, hey soul, what do I need to know? Become empty, to allow yourself to receive the wisdoms, the divine healing energies, to help evolve you into more of your limitless nature. 2033 will be no disease, no death, no war, no famine, world peace, no poverty. In mass, we will have this understanding, as well as I channeled the 1,000-year prophecy, the Kardashev scale, 1,000-year prophecy. 1,000 years, we will be in the alignment. We will be a type 2, type 3 Kardashev civilization. The Kardashev scale, which was channeled by a physicist or an astrologist. It's pretty cool. The Kardashev scale is a model that depicts a civilization's ability to harness its own energy, which brings me to the Kingdom Things Podcast channel content, the human being's dharmic purpose. What is the dharmic purpose of the human being? The Most High says it's biblically prophesied to be the divine's mirror, to be limitless potentials in the physical. 1,000 years, we will be a type 2, type 3 civilization. I need to go rewatch the channel, because at first I channeled type 2, and then the energy is like type 3. Type 3, Kardashev scale civilization, and within 1,000 years. All right, y'all. So y'all saw the title, Pecuniary Interests Evolved. It's something of this nature. I'm just going to sit back and let the energies channel through me. They're galactic beings from realms and spaces and places beyond our planet, beyond our understanding of reality, and still one with our planet, one with our understanding of reality, because all is one, all is within. I was on my walk and they assisted me with, I'm going to tell the whole story. I was walking and in my mind's eye, I could see, in my mind's eye, I saw four beings, 4 or 5 beings appear in front of me. 4 beings appear in front of me. They look like humans. They might have been other, they look like humans. It was very faint, but I saw them appear in front of me and they're like, we want to help you. It was very magical. It was like sparkles of glitter surrounding them, illumination surrounding them. They're like, we want to help you. I was like, cool. At first I was a little nervous, but because the energy was powerful, palpable. So it was I was like, whoa, it was a tad frightening. I know whenever we feel something, it can bring up old remembrances of feeling. So they started, we want to help you, because they could perceive that I was a little frightened. They're like, we want to help you. I was like, okay, cool. I do powwow sessions on myself, as well as I offer powwow sessions, which are linked below. Powwow sessions, I channel healing energies and messages to help us break through karmic knots, limiting beliefs, limiting energies in our bodies, to help us align with more of our limitless potentials. My Kingdom Things podcast Square Portal is linked below for you to purchase your own powwow session, your specialized powwow session. I'll channel energies from the oneness of all things, energies and messages that the oneness of all things, or God, or the Most High, your soul, knows you need to experience to break through karmic knots, to align with more of your limitless potential. So I call this my powwow session. I do this all the time. I'm saying I do this all the time on myself, baby. Beings and energies from all over God's creation be like, hey, we want to help you. And I'm like, okay, cool. And they just calm my energy and my thought patterns, or the human energy, the human thought patterns. And give me 1 second. Let me let Hazel into the room. Give me 1 second, y'all. Right? Sorry about that. I do this all the time. I calm my energies with dimensions and frequencies, and that's how I garner the wisdom to channel into the podcast. Meditation, prayer. I do walks outside, and the energies and beings help come through my energy to help uplift my energy, to garner the wisdom and the energies to channel into the podcast, and to embody, to be in this reality, to help evolve human culture into more wellness, more balance. We exist to be limitless potentials in the physical, the stark paradigm of dark and light, yin and yang, left and right, balanced, equilibrium, journeying our realities to utilize the wisdoms that we garner from our soul to make decisions and choices and align with energies that reflect that wisdom, in order to be in more balance, in order to project a reality that reflects this internal balance and wellness and limitless potentials. So like, we want to help you. So they were helping me with pecuniary interests, and they were let me take a breath. Let me take a beat. I'm gonna do a precursor and a little bit what we went over internally, the internal dialogue. That's what it was. That was the part. So everything in our reality is a projection of ourselves, different dimensions of ourselves. Let's say our past life, because our reality is our karma, right? And we're, as humanity, we're aligning with our dharma, our limitless potentials, beyond the paradigm of limitation. Karma is our cycles of limitation in order to evolve more into our limitless potentials. Graduating our reality is our karma, as we're evolving into more our limitless potentials and balance. And truly, karma and dharma have 0 degrees of separation, because we're only growing and evolving. As we evolve into more of our limitless potential, what happens? We know energy is neither created nor destroyed. We come into greater awareness, or more limitless potentials. Okay, what do we do with this awareness? We grow and evolve it. How do we grow and evolve it? Oh, I had this thought pattern about this. I discovered this about myself. Now I have a new perception, because I experienced the manifestation of this wisdom. And now I've garnered more wisdom from the experience of the manifestation of this wisdom. So I have a new perception and vantage point. So we're only always growing and evolving. Karma and dharma are truly one. It's the circle of life. It's evolution. So they were like, in your past life as human beings, you were always pecuniary interest dispositioned, in a way that everything we did was for survival. And that makes sense, because our Neolithic and before and beyond ancestors that dwell, baby, To this day, right? We live lives to sustain our lifestyles in this physical reality, right? And we've been using bartering, money, currency for a very long time, right? So our culture just evolved to being a pecuniary interest disposition culture where everything that we do, our intentions are what's in it for me. You know, I have a family to feed, I have a roof to put over my head. You know, I have gas. I got to plug my car in at the supercharge station, and it's not free. I got to plug my EV in at the supercharge station, Tesla supercharge, and it is not free, right? Or I got to get gas. But you know, so like, so that's what that's baby. We've been like this since the beginning of time, and it's not shaming ourselves, blaming ourselves, but we're more. I channeled Rabbi Yeshua, most readily commonly known as Jesus Christ. He channeled through myself. We actually channeled together. We did redemption. Now it's redemption part 1, but it's just Kingdom Things podcast, redemption, a channel with Rabbi Yeshua, Jesus Christ. I open up the sermon. Rabbi Yeshua finishes with the sermon, and then we recently did redemption part 2, where this is what we're speaking about: the human being, how we narrowed in our disposition or our interests or our intentions on our wrongly experience to the point where we came out of alignment with universal flow, or the remembrance that our physical reality is a manifestation of the ethers, or our energetic embodiment, or our connection with the divine, the worlds behind the worlds, which you can study within plenty of culture, theology, Kabbalah, Hinduism, Buddhism. But now we're at a time where you don't even have to be you don't have to be a scholarly master of theology. We're all being activated. All of our DNA is being activated. You just drop into your soul space because you've been a master, baby. You've been an ascended master, because all is one, all is within, right? We're one soul, one energy. So we have one ascended master in creation. That means we're all an ascended master. We can all go in, ask ourselves what I need to know. And shall we need wisdoms from the ascended master level of the self, we'll channel those energies and those wisdoms. So these energies are like, y'all are pecuniary interest disposition. Check this, get this part, y'all. Whew, let me breathe. And then I talk to money. I talk to the energy of finance. The energy of currency came through, and I was like, whoa. And I know all this energy, and like, baby, if you're tapped into your soul gifts and the spirit, you can communicate with the energies. So currency was like, you know, I get blamed for a lot of stuff. Currency is like, I get blamed for a lot of stuff, right? And if our intentions are to get money, to live, or to survive, survival is a lack mindset. So survival is a lack mindset. So money was like, baby, I get blamed for a lot of stuff. And we're limitless potentials. We're the abundance of all things in our truth. When you're incarnated in this reality as humans, we have this lack mindset that everything is separate from ourselves, that our reality is separate from ourselves. Why? Because we fell out of alignment with divine wisdoms, that all is within, all is energy, the principle of correspondence. That's his own principle. Universal law, all is within, all is the mind. Principle of correspondence, as below, so above, everything within, everything outside is a projection of the inside. That was the right one. Universal principle of correspondence, hermetics, Hermes Trismegistus, as below, so above. Everything in your reality is a projection of what's on the inside. We fell out of alignment with this understanding. So we're outside, baby, bartering, stealing, killing, destroying to get money. We blame it on money. Oh, I don't have anything to eat. It's because I don't have money. Oh, I don't have this. It's because I don't have money. I don't have money. I lack. And what is lack? A low vibration. And what else do we do in low vibration? Kill, steal, destroy, fight, feud. So you'll hear things, and if you're tapped into a low vibrational frequency, like, I hate you, you're ugly. Those shoes is, baby, why'd you get them? Your mama, your daddy. What else do you hear? Why are you doing that? What's that for? The questioning your natural disposition to flow with the universe. You always have why, what, where. Why are you doing that? Where are you going? Questioning your natural universal flow. Focus. Do this. Do that. Nagging. right, are in the lower vibrational frequencies. And it's tied with pecuniary interest or money. So currency was like, y'all blame me for everything. Cause I was like, y'all blame me for everything. And I tapped into the energy and it was like, it was baby cursing me, baby. Like self-hate. Cause I do music and everything is an evolution. Everything we experience is to evolve us into more. That's one of my songs, Selenite Ones. And I got into rap and how low vibrational rap is, because rap started as a survival sport and like a very competitive sport where we forgot like we're one and all is within. So like you're battling people that are going at people and I'm trying to get money. So it started in that lack, baby, that low vibrational energy, just tied to low vibrational energy. The chords of low vibrations, lack. So where you're always cycling through lack, right? So I'm like, whoa. So I'm talking to currency and I used to do music. And I remember I did a song called Free Falling. I channeled a song called Free Falling. At the time that I know I was channeling, I knew it was coming from beyond my understanding of who I was. And I did pray and I asked God to teach me how to write music. And I did the music video for Free Falling. Now looking back, hindsight 2020, I'm like, oh, this video is beautiful. Oh, baby, I can feel God all in this. I can feel angelic presence all in my spirit, baby. I didn't remember I was angelic presence. I didn't remember that I was one with the divine, right? At that time. And now I can look back, hindsight 2020, I'm like, whoa, Ashley, you had it going on. You didn't even know it. Why? Because when I looked at the video, I was in a survival mode. I was working a 9-to-5 AT&T, and then I was using my money to pay for my music and things, and to pay bills and stuff like that, help my family out. So I was in that lower rung of energies. So when I watched the video, I didn't even consciously read energies like that. But all I could do was pick myself apart. Like I'm fat on this, on that. Oh, this could be like that. Instead of enjoying the experience of the beautiful beautiful video, which is available to stream. Ashley-Nicole music link below. It's available to stream today. Instead of enjoying the experience of the video, I was picking myself apart. And that's what currency showed me. It's like when you were picking yourself apart, baby, that was the energy of currency. That was this low rung energy of human nature, human culture, which was, baby, synonymous with currency, was synonymous with currency. I was like, whoa. That's how the currency allowed me to see like the impact of having your intentions focused on pecuniary interests as your main initiative for existing, you know? Instead of like Rabbi Yeshua channeled to myself, we put Baal. Baal became our God, the earthly realm God. He'll take care of your earthly interests, but he don't know shit about what's going on in the ethers, how God is moving the 7 universes, the infinite universes to collaborate in harmony to create wellness. He don't know, Baal don't know shit about that, right? And that's just facts. Don't get mad at me, Baal. That's just facts. He don't know nothing about that, right? So we worship local God, or the local God, which Rabbi Yeshua termed as Baal, the Hebrew deity Baal. Instead of universal God. When we zoom out our focus, universal God, or soul, what did I come here to create? Who am I in God? Not only will our pecuniary interests be taken care of, or our local physical realmly interests, because we are in a realm, physical realm. The ancestors like, Ashley, you need money. You in a realm, baby. That's a requirement for the experience you had. Because I wouldn't have let myself receive, because I was feeling that energy. I was feeling that dark energy, but I didn't know what it was. I wouldn't let the universe send me money through, because I was just afraid of it, because I kept on feeling the denseness of it. And I finally got to breath. I mean, I've been evolving, been growing, been dipping into it. But I've done a lot of spiritual work, which allowed me to get to some brass tacks that I'm channeling today. Thank you, beings of the ethers, other realmly, one with this realm. Thank you so much. Help me get to those brass tacks to allow the help from these realmly beings to channel this healing, this wellness, right? So currency's like, baby, this because you didn't remember who you were. Like existentially, if you zoom out to the universe, why are you here, Ashley, baby? I channeled it in the podcast. God was like, if you want to be with your twin flame, your divine counterpart, that's the whole thing. God told me who my divine counterpart was when I was 9 years old. And that was to get me into alignment, to string me along. I mean, I got to say, string me along, to get into alignment to a point where I would be in a timeline where I would be catalyzed onto my spiritual awakening. I am the biblically prophesied Messiah. Full circle moment, alert. God was like, Ashley, all's within. Go tell the world that, baby, I did this. The divine did this. And the divine, I am all beings and things. I am all beings and things. And the Most High, unconditional love. I am you, you are me. I want to see what I do and the many differences that I project into the reality, the perceived differences and variances that are projected into the reality. How do I live? How do I create? What do I create with limitless potentials as a human being up to the earth? So we are all the biblically prophesied Messiah, and this is facts. This is truth. This is so true. God was like, you are the leading energy. So as you activate, 144 activates all of humanity simultaneously activates to its limitless potentials. Satori, or spontaneous remembrance of soul wisdom, universal wisdoms, and universal wisdoms, adept esoteric knowledge. I'm like, cool. So I didn't know that about myself back when I channeled Free Falling and made the video. So when I got the video back, baby, I'm in the low rung energies. So I'm like, oh, I'm fat, baby, not saying nothing nice about myself. I was like, oh, a butterfly flew through the frame, and now I know those ancestral protection, ancestors saying like, hey, we're here, like, baby, we saying, baby, we are you. And I almost told the videographer to take that out because I felt like I look fat. I'm like, whoa, Ashley, right? All's within. Everything happens for a reason. Growth and evolution. I say this to say, we manifest reality as we are, right? So we get to raise the energy of pecuniary interest and currency on the planet by seeding our soul wisdom into this planet, to be our soul wisdom, and to allow everything on the planet to raise in vibration to align with our soul wisdom, or our existential nature, our limitless potentials. I'm going to go ahead and sit back. We're going to do 3 parts of this video. That was the intro, 3 parts of the video. The first part is going to be the LGBTQ plus community, how being so tied to paradigms of this reality keeps you segmented or fragmented, keeps you fragmented and unable to align with your limitless potentials. We are all limitless energies, 0-point energy, so infinite potentials. And we're so closely tied to paradigms of reality. We don't allow ourselves to align with let me go ahead and just brass tacks. You know how like the pecuniary interest in LGBTQ plus community are synonymous in the way that it's a lackful paradigms. Why? Because it's a paradigm. Letting go of paradigms, or understanding you're more than the paradigm. Hey, God, I identify as this. What is this supposed to teach me about myself? To be able to expand outside of the box of paradigms. I'm not picking on the LGBTQ plus community. I've channeled about this before. Like, hey, God, what is this supposed to teach me about myself? And I channel about plenty of other things. Okay, this is human culture, and I get to share the wisdoms that I garnered from communications with the divine to help evolve human culture. So lack of self-worth, a lot of bullying. That's what it was. Currency was like, like the bully energy, the bully energy, lack of self-worth. It's the bully energy that just feeds you all these lies about yourself, low vibrational lies about yourself. And that's synonymous with the LGBTQ plus community, like just feeding like lack. So you feel less. So you super identify with worldly things, worldly titles and money to make you feel bolster a sense of self, when all is within. Our sense of self is, in order to be liberated on the soul level and more, all liberated mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, we have to fall into all is within. And then we got into how the church demonized sexuality, and how sexuality is perverted. So it creates a whole web of confusion for people that do identify as LGBTQ plus community to be liberated at the soul level. Because all the shame, resentment, anger, whenever we polarize to any parts of our oneness or the scale, dark, light, left, right, we don't allow ourselves to become whole. We remain fragmented. So let's say Jimmy, he is a homosexual man, and the church tells him that is wrong, right? So this is 0 point, right? This is the middle. So Jimmy's right here. The church is over here is like, that's wrong. the church belief is righteous, and then this over here is opposing this is church's belief. This is opposing church's belief. So like, Jimmy, that's wrong. So Jimmy comes up here like to no, you're wrong. So let's just say right or wrong. Let's not bring the church, but the church is a party. Let's just say right or wrong, right? So Jimmy's right here. Jimmy's a homosexual man. Right says, hey, that's wrong, Jimmy. Jimmy comes up here. No, you're wrong. So back dueling. When what, Ashley? All is within. All is within the scale of oneness. Internally, Jimmy, you have this belief, and that's why the church is mirroring this to you, or your mailman is mirroring this to you, or the grocery lady is mirroring this to you, or the waitress is mirroring this to you, or your teacher was mirroring this to you, because you have this belief on the inside. And instead of meeting yourself like, hey, God, what is this person supposed to tell me about myself? Because principle of correspondence, Hermes, truth, just all is within. I know everything. My reality is it's a dimension of myself, my truth. What was it supposed to teach me about myself? Oh, Jimmy, your past life, you was going hard on homosexuals. Baby, you was going hard on homosexuals your past life. Oh, baby, Jimmy. That's what she was doing. So what did you do? This life you incarnated as a homosexual man to experience what you put other people through, or to have a different perception, to what garner new wisdom, to what grow and evolve. What do we get to do? We're awakening to this adept esoteric wisdom. So we get to say, hold up, so what is this about? I'm going to tell you one of mine. I'm not going to just put Jimmy and homo. I'm going to tell you one of mine, baby. I'm going to tell you about one of mine. When I was a kid, European, because you know how all over the world, baby, we know how all over the world, Europeans, European beauty is bolstered, glamorized, right? I was a white lady in my past life. My mother is half black, half white. She is a fair-skinned lady. And I'm a chocolate woman. I was a chocolate girl, chocolate teen, chocolate woman, right? When I was in elementary school, third grade, I remember looking at the white girl sitting across the way, and I looked at her hair, and I just had heard the energy. Her hair is so pretty. Don't you wish your hair was like hers? And it wasn't my thought. It was one of those imposed. It was the lower rung, baby, trying to tell me that something outside of myself is better than who I am, right? So it's like the inner bully. Like, her hair is, don't you wish? So I felt sad. I was like, yeah, I do wish my hair was like that, all silky and straight. I got this puffball hair. I was like, I got sad. I was like, dang, because I wasn't awakened. I was a kid, so I just fed the lies. I was like, yeah, she is mean, dang, yeah. So all of my life, I just had this thing, dark skin versus light skin, in the Black community. That's where it's example, baby. Show me what I have on the inside. And God was like, I was like, dang. Just earlier, I was like, dang. I had to admit it to myself, because I've been having these visions for a long time. God was like, yes, you're a white woman before, baby. You were racist. You were a bigot. You were bigoted. So, baby, you incarnated a chocolate sister. That's why, you've been super depressed this life, about you had a low confidence. You had a low self-esteem about yourself. You're a beautiful woman, beautiful person, beautiful being all the way around. You had a low self-esteem because that energy on the inside was waiting for you to come meet it. Like, hey, you were a white woman in the past life. And baby, you were bigot. You were a bigot. You were prejudiced. Which made it hard for me to be my truth, and to embrace myself and love myself and activate my soul, right? So we're in a cool point where we remember everything in our reality is a projection of ourselves. So we get to go inside, ask ourselves to uplift the low vibrations, to uplift those low thought patterns, to uplift the depression, anxiety, fear, and to be proud of who we are, because who we are is a universal orchestration, baby, a limitless orchestration to evolve all things. However you show up in reality, it's an intentional evolution. So we get to grow and evolve from it and love ourselves, love every bit of ourselves, and to more of our limitless nature. We're going to go ahead and quickly, we're going to hit the other 2 points. We're going to flash into the other 2 points. Children. Our children don't come in empty. Our babies do not come in empty. And we're going to be offended by this human culture. Because we're one. Our babies come in with stuff on their hard drive. So past life energies that they're here to work out, right? It truly is abundance, because it's our soul evolution, which is packed with wisdom and all the great things. Our children don't come in empty, and we super we hype our children up. We overhype our kids. I'm being out to say we overhype our kids in the way that, baby, our kids, baby, they got fault just like us. When I say they have blemish just like us, in the way that they come in ready to evolve some stuff. They come in ready to work out some stuff. They come in ready to have a family meeting, but they're not, we weren't consciously aware. They come in like ready to say something like, hey, last night, baby, I remember this. I'm having flashbacks, baby. I don't like this pool, the way it's shaped like a square. I remember last night, something happened. They come in ready to work stuff out. And we latch onto our children because we want to be desired and loved. And we want to impress what we want, project what we want, desire, need onto our children. So our children feel obligated to be what we want them to be, other than to work out their soul, to evolve their soul, to become their limitless potential. That's part 2. Part 3. No, I'm getting, that's it. That's it. We did do a long intro. That's it. Okay, cool. Because I'm running down on time. Right. I got the Zoom plopped up. I got the, free 49 minutes. All right. So I got the 10-minute thing a few minutes ago. I want to thank y'all so much for joining me. I want to be lighthearted and fun about it because I don't want anybody to feel attacked or threatened. I don't want that. I don't want this, baby, because I went through some stuff about my past life, homosexuality, because I had a fear of my husband like being bisexual or gay, because that's just not what I want. I want my man to just want me, right? And for one, we perverted sexuality. All is within. We're all things. So if I've been a man my past lifetime, and that's what it was, I was a man in a past lifetime somewhere, or all is within. We're all one. I was in a man. All the bigger picture. All is one. So everything that's moving around in this moment, we are one with it. Right. But you know how we do, we live in a tangible reality. So we have some linear thought patterns, which are truly limiting beliefs. We're all really simultaneous. We're all one with all things at this moment. But I had an understanding since I was a kid. I was like, I want my husband to just want, what I'm working with. Right. And that's a part of the perversion. It's a part of the perversion because it's remembering that we're all is one. It keeps our partners and our people segmented when we have an expectation of what we want them to be. Instead of having an expectation of what we want them to be, remember that we're all things. So past life, baby. I was undercover. I had a wife, but I was sleeping with somebody else. And I've been getting those messages. Like I've been seeing those all my life. Like I watched a True Life episode, True Life on bi, when I was like a kid on TV. And this guy told his girlfriend I'm bi, and she was like, oh shit. She was really upset. I was like, dang. Like, whoa. Bigger picture, we're all things, truly. And we get to choose preferences to lead our lives. And that's a part of existence and evolution. I want to thank you so much for joining me on this Kingdom Things podcast installment. Thank you so much, beings of this time and space, because we're all as one, of other dimensions, other realms, one with our dimension, our realm. Thank you so much for helping. This has been such a blessing, such an abundant transmission, such abundant healing. I really appreciate it. We appreciate it. Humanity appreciates it. As each of us grows and evolves in our own ways, we're uplifting all of human culture. Again, my name is Ashley-Nicole Phillips. Subscribe to the channel if you're watching on YouTube. Follow Kingdom Things Podcast if you're watching on Spotify. Share the Kingdom Things Podcast content to help proliferate the Kingdom Things Podcast journey to a healed and balanced human culture of planet Earth. We talked about my music. Ashley-Nicole music is available to stream on YouTube. My channel, my evolution, my soul wisdom, my wellness, my balance, my process, and my music. So many genres, different energies and things going on in there. Out there's an energy genre that helps evolve you into more of your limitless potential, because that's the point. Activate your soul into your genome into more of its limitless potential. I'm also an author. I authored the Unconditional Love Literature Parcel, which is a 3-part book series. It is now available to purchase in the Amazon bookstore. Paperback as well as physical, as well as digital. If you're doing paperback, it's 3 books, but it'll be 2 bindings. Asia's story is the first, is in one binding of its own, and then my other half, the 3rd part, is in its own binding. $29.97 plus tax for digital. All 3 stories digital. $29.98 for the Unconditional Love Literature Parcel 3-part book series. 2 binding physical copy, paperback copies, $29.98 plus tax. Those links are linked below. We're gonna roll into the Unconditional Love Literature Parcel after I plug a couple more things, a couple more of my art, the way I channel my spirit into this reality, my healing energies, my presence into this reality. We have magic meals with me, Ashley-Nicole Phillips. I enjoy cooking. I intuitively cook. Whatever my ancestors, our ancestors, tell me to put the pot, the pan, the baking dish. This is what I put into the pot, the pan, the baking dish. That we do. Let me see a plate where we talk about esoteric wisdom, whatever spirit puts on my heart, our hearts, because we're truly when y'all manifest, co-create the content. We eat, we talk about that, and then I intuitively cook. We do challenge style. We do all types of stuff. It's a lot of fun. Magic Meals with me, Ashley-Nicole Phillips, is linked below. And then we have Asia's animated series, which stems from the Unconditional Love Literature Parcel universe. I channel Chakma Divine Wisdoms into the animated series. It is available to stream for free on YouTube, AP Short Stories, linked below. And last but certainly not least, one is Connection Energetic Upliftment. I channel healing energies and messages to help evolve the human paradigm. On YouTube, Shimmy, link below. I love you. Love on yourself. Self-love is the best love because you have to love yourself in the way in which you want your reality to love you back. Self-love is the best love because you are loving your truest truths. Give that love to yourself first. Self-love is the best love because it helps you perceive more of your limitless potentials. I'm going to see y'all later. Bye.
My name is Asia, and I'm a teenage witch. Just kidding. I am a starseed. My story is much like humanity's story. I awakened to some pretty spectacular things about myself. Coming home, the story of Asia, followed by the story of Asia, I'm home. The book series that introduces the book. After returning from a day's trip, I have read my Atom's letter. He speaks of my father releasing him from imprisonment and the fate of death. He pleads for us to run away together. This plea is one of which I make no state to decline. My other half, available in the Amazon bookstore. I feel as though I was born here on Earth to find you. I was created to find my person. The Unconditional Love Literature Parcel, now available in the Amazon bookstore.
Bless your bodies, love.